freedom that lies buried in every person's soul. A gift from God that is more valuable than gold. All one has to do is be guided by faith and allow desire to fuel their goals. Good morning, Dave. Allow me to catch some fish for my master, but more importantly, my family too. Listen to the song I'm about to sing, speaking of heaven and all her reign. What he did in the Bible, he can do it again. Talking about a God that can bring forth the change. A knight in shining armor that will slay your sin. Listen to the song I'm about to sing. James. Who said my name?
James, ain't it a shame?
Is something being said, or is my imagination playing in my head?
James, ain't it a shame that fate dealt the cards?
Whatever it is, leave me be. This is my time. I'd like to finish my fishing in peace.
James, ain't it a shame that fate dealt the cards and the Reaper both your name?
Who are you? On second thought, what are you?
Your reputation in the spirit world. You are a bit of a ham. So think, James, who do you think I am?
So the fable is true. You are what we call among us troubled souls and slaves. Death's messenger has found me. You are Shadow Man.
Very good, James. I be he.
I'm an old slave man. There is nothing else I know. And in this land, there is nowhere else I can go. Though the evidence may be out of sight. Death may be all right. So to you, Shadow Man, I surrender my soul.
Hades, no!
No?
You offend and anger me, James. This is not what I wanted to hear. Why do you not beg? Why do you not plead? That is not what I wanted to hear.
What did you want to hear? I have lived a good life. At times it was hard. I've done what only a man can do when bound by another man would allow him to do. If it is my time, then it is so.
No fear. No begging. Like others would drown themselves in I should have, could have, would have tears.
Not so ever.
It's no fun in you, James. No fun at all.
Send your message to them. For I am ready to go.
James, I've looked over the records of your life and I see that you are a good man. Are you a good man, James?
That I am.
Now it is true that only saved men go to heaven. Are you a saved man, James?
I'd like to think that I am.
That is up to death.
I'd also like to think that heaven is where I'd like to be.
That is also up to death. But good men are provided the grace of a second chance by the way of an extended life on earth. You, James, qualify for that second time.
I never believed in second chances until now.
Do you accept? Or would you rather go down the path that destiny made? Let me remind you again, James, your soul is not yet saved. It's too late for that.
Okay, Shadow Man. What do I have to do?
You see that bird
I do.
Fish jumping and dancing to the bird's beautiful song?
I do.
If the bird and the fish are in love, then where will they live?
Is this some kind of joke?
Your destiny is no joke. The correct answer will grant you a second chance. The wrong one will grant you death. Let me remind you again, James, that your soul is not yet saved. And it's too late to change that now. So, if the bird and the fish are in love, then where will they live?
A bird can't live or breathe underwater, or it will surely die. And the fish can't live outside of water, or it will surely die too.
Give up, James?
No! Now let me be. I must think without you bugging me.
No time to think, James. An answer must be given now.
Now wait! Where would they live? Where?
No answer to my riddle? Then it is time.
In their dreams!
No, it can't be.
Did I answer your riddle?
Yes, you did. Me? Outwitted by a human? In all eternity that has never been and never will be! James, that one you iced. Let's see lightning can strike twice.
There's more?
Yes, there is.
That is sleazy.
I never said this would be easy. Next question, James, are you ready?
That I am, Shadow Man. That I am.
So, here's the question for you now. How can the dream of the bird and fish come true? I see you have no answer.
When death releases their souls, their spirits will rise into the heaven and integrate as one. There will be no more chains, no more shame, nothing to bind them. They will live and integrate as one.
What did you say?
You heard me, Shadow Man. No more being nice. I gave you my answer. I don't think I have to repeat myself twice. Did I get this right, or is there more foolishness in sight?
Foolishness! Yes! There is another question.
How long will this go on?
Until you get it wrong! Now, James, are you ready for the next question?
Shadow Man!
No, it can't be. No, I have another question.
Your time's up, Shadow Man.
No, I must have more time.
You are finished, Shadow Man. The foolishness is over.
Not fair, this is not fair.
Nothing is ever fair. Life is not fair.
You are correct, James.
I still have more to ask.
James has won his life, and you are to return.
No, I want to stay.
Heavens above, who are you?
I am the figure of light. James, the card you read the pool has been placed back into the deck. Go, Shadow Man! You are done here! Go!
Your time will come, James! You'll see! You'll see! You'll see!
Not today, Shadow Man. Not today.
I'd like to commend and thank you for cleverly answering the Shadow Man's devious questions.
No. Thank you for saving my life.
You saved yourself, James. It was all you. I'd like to ask, how did you, a simple mortal, achieve this victory which is described as a miracle?
Me, the fish, and the bird and freedom are kind of the same. The love that the bird and the fish have for each other is strong, but the sky and the rivers that separate them are stronger. My love of freedom is strong, but the chains and the system that separate us are stronger. But not in my dreams. And I live for my dreams.
You dream of this all the time?
No. Too much dreaming will make a man idle. And an idle man invites laziness in his body and foolishness in his mind. I balance that out by dreaming when I go fishing.
James, slavery may be your position. It is not your character. Whether your adversaries or comrades accept this or not, you and freedom are one.
Could this really be happening? I mean, maybe it's because I'm still here, but somehow my soul feels richer than it was before. My spirit has been enlightened. This day has been glorious. Oh, I forgot the mission of my trip. My master always grants me this one little perk of going fishing if I share my catch for him and his family too. Darn it, I forgot to fish. The day is past and it is too late. My wife did always say too much dreaming will get me in trouble.
James, do not worry. Open your pouch and look inside. Your soul has also enlightened me to provide.
It's not empty, but full of fish for not only my master's family, but for my family too. How can this be?
I'd not let your reputation fall. If I can feed a crowd of 5,000, then dinner for 2 families is no problem at all. I continue this dream with memory and gift of this knowledge.
Later on in life, by the fire of my humble quarters, I told my dream of freedom to my 2 children, who told my dream of freedom to their children. And each generation thereafter told the touching, true story of the Shadow Man. This simple psalm repeated itself for 4 more generations until it reached the ears of the son of a Baptist preacher who was so touched, so inspired, so enlightened that he would not ever get the story out of his head.
The story his father once said, "There is a dream of freedom that lies within every person's soul."
A gift from God that is more valuable than gold.
All one needs to do is be guided by faith and allow desire to fuel their goal.
The preacher's son was none other than
Martin Luther King Jr.
Sweet child floating down the river.